Hi folks. Well, it's turned out to be a beautiful day, and actually been out in the town, come home, got a few things that need my attention, so well, I thought we'd do a clip. Why not? Yeah, I just got a few little tea bowls here that were needing to be trimmed, so I thought we'd do them. And they're just about right. These two are a little bit soft. So, thank you for joining us. Well, I'm actually, when you come to trimming for example, these are tea bowls, which there's no mystery about tea bowls really, I don't think. They're just a slightly more loose form of drinking cup that is not really made to a precise measurement. They're a little bit more freely made. So they're kind of nice to make once in a while. And very often, with tea bowls, you'll find that the top of the tea bowl may be a slightly wavy, a little bit wavy, not absolutely dead flat. You can make tea bowls so that the rim is uneven. There's a problem with that when you come to do your trimming. The normal conventional way of trimming a pot is to put it upside down on the wheel head like that, isn't it? Of course, if you're only touching on 3 or 4 or 5 places and you're not touching the wheel head all around, you're going to have a problem when you come to trim that, because it's going to fly off the wheel head. So you have to come up with another idea, and that's where a chuck comes in. So this is a chuck. It's an old chuck I've had, and I thought I'd just try and trim these. I'll do a couple of them on this chuck just to show you. It's hollow, you see, and you've probably seen it before. Well, if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. Some people write to me and say, come on Simon, we want something new to... Can't you show us something new, something different, something exciting? Well... Anyway, the thing is, you see, we've got to learn to be repeat throwers, I think. One needs to keep seeing something, more than once. And in any case, well, this is what I'm doing today, so that's it. That's what's on the menu. If you don't like it, switch off. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use one of these Korean type trim tools, okay, and we're going to take some water. Now this is raw clay, it's dry, alright, so I'm just going to put a bit of water on the wheel head like that, you see, and now I'm going to drop this down onto that water like that and tap center him. That's pretty much there. One of the nice things about this kind of chuck is that they stick to the wheel head. If you put them on like I've just showed you, you'll find that now... Ooh, he speaks too soon! I find that they stick down and it's something to do with the fact that they're bone dry, and you put a bit of water down, the clay starts to suck, and it keeps it on there. I'm not going to try and yank it off, but it is actually stuck, I think. So I'm going to take this and invert it, you see. Now what you need to have is a stem here that is long enough, so that it's resting up on the inside, you see. A little downward pressure. Now these pots are a little bit, as I said, a little bit soft. Not really soft. When I say soft, I mean I can just dig my fingernail in there like that, get a little piece of clay from there, and it very quickly is soft enough to roll into a little ball, you see. Well, I don't know if that's soft or not. Maybe for some people that's normal, but you can trim a little bit harder than that. Actually, let me move that mirror a touch. Let's get some detail here. I'll bring the camera in just to that. Oh, it's rather nice, isn't it, with this evening sunshine? Alright, there we go. I find that these tools actually are quite good at when the clay is a little bit on the soft side. So I always put a finger here and brace my thumb across, you see, onto the hand that's holding the tool, and my arm here, you pull in close to your side. All right. You see that now? That is actually is reasonably soft, you see. But the tool still cuts it. And one of the things about these tools that is different than other tools, most other tools anyway, is that the angle is ground on this side of the blade, on the inside face here. Most trim tools you'll see have the angle cut on the back side. Well, in my experience, these ones that have the angle cut on the inside cut a lot better when the clay is soft. So, you know, when you come to trim a foot of a pot, it conveys quite a lot of feeling there, you see. when you cut the clay with the tool, it does you can get to know people's work by the way they trim. So I'm looking, you see, I mean I use a mirror when I do this trimming and throwing. I use a mirror. It's a good practice. Get a mirror if you've never used one before. But I'm looking for the form, you see, the shape of the pot, to get a foot that gives that pot a nice, what will give it a little bit of elegance, lift it up, and it will look right, you know. So that's that one. This was one that I paddled. We're going to do this one. So I'm just sort of centralizing it up there. Give it a little push down. One thing you might notice, and that is, you know, the wheel is not really going around very fast. And I think that's something to be avoided when you're trimming, especially this kind of pot, to have the wheel whizzing round at 100 miles an hour. It's so easy to do, isn't it, with an electric wheel? Before you know it, you're going too fast. So you actually, the slower you go, you get a bit more feeling into the trimming. It's very much a case, I think, of doing what feels right for you, you know. Dee, dee, dee. You see, he moved there. Well, I've got to recenter him up, which is not that difficult to do. Well, I think I actually trimmed this one a little narrow on the foot there. I don't know. What do you think? There they are, the two of them. Do you think they're too narrow? Perhaps a little too narrow. Okay, folks. I'll take that zoom back now. La 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 la. Okay. So there you see a little bit of trimming with one of these chucks. He's come off the wheel head now. They do stick down though. So, you know, sometimes I have really struggled to get this off the wheel. They suck so well. So you can make yourself one of these chucks, you see, and you throw it hollow, let it dry, and then you can reuse it and reuse it. You don't really want to bisque fire it though, I don't think. Thank you for joining us. Please visit my website, simonleachpottery.com, and I do have some of these trim tools. I have about 20 of them. That's all I've got left. And if you're interested in one of these, they're there. You can buy them outright using PayPal or whatever. Their price is there, etc., including shipping. So if one of these interests you, I mean, I'm not saying they're everybody's cup of tea. I mean, I like them, you know. They work for me. That's all I can say. If you want to take the risk and try one, well, they're there. Go and have a look. Okay, folks, thanks a lot. We'll see you. And don't forget, keep practicing. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.